were designed to fail. And I say this with all sense of responsibility. And there are so many reasons that has propelled me to that conclusion. It is unheard of. I have been in politics for a very long time. It is unheard of that a Congress, especially the one of the wards, that you would have hundreds of thousands, if not millions, of participants. That you would only do the things that are key to the success of that kind of process at the time that we did. Take, for instance, the sale of forms. Now, there is nothing very special or very difficult about the sales of forms to prospective ward executives or contestants. But across the country, the sales of forms commenced on Friday, 24 hours only to the date that was scheduled for the World Congresses. Now for me, it is either it is mischief or gross incompetence. And I'd rather put my store on the first one, that is mischief. So I'd say that it was programmed to fail. Another very key component of this kind of process are the persons selected to superintend over this process across the nation. As you are aware, the list only came out on Thursday, and you know the logistical problems that attends our travel around the nation. So if somebody was in, for instance, in the Southeast and was appointed to go and superintend over these congresses in the Northeast, you imagine the logistical nightmare that he has to contend with. These were not honest mistakes because we had the time, and I think that the resources is not such that the ruling party could not have mustered to be able to conduct this exercise in a way that would make the contest free, fair, and transparent. So it is not surprising that you have the hiccups that you have across the nation. But I'll pay particular attention to my own state. In the last NWC, the list of those to superintend over the congresses was brought to us. And when I saw the list of Cross River State, my state, I vehemently opposed the nomination of Dr. Stan Ekezie as the chairman of the committee sent to Cross River State. My position was persuaded by two considerations. One is the fact that there was a deliberate misinformation about the state of origin of Dr. Ekezie. On the paper that was presented to us, he was said to be from Ebonyi State. But I had done my investigations to find out that the man is actually from Imo State, and that he is a member of Osita Isunaso's campaign family or political family. And it was on the basis of this that I protested very vehemently against his candidature or his chairmanship of the committee that was to be sent to my state. Not only was I disregarded, I was treated contemptuously. But for me, it did not matter because I've been having this kind of treatment the past 1 year. and I know why the situation is as it is. And so I have accepted my lot, but I had to be put on record because I knew that Dr. Ekezie was sent to Cross River State to do a hatchet job. Now, when on Friday, we did not see Dr. Ekezie until about 9 o'clock, and let me not skip a very important point. A few days before then, the leaders of the South were invited to a meeting by Governor Obaseki. And in that meeting, the minister for, as it was done in other states, the minister for Niger Delta Affairs was asked to convene a stakeholders meeting in Cross River State so that we can develop a plan to have a rancor-free, controversy-free Congress in Cross River State. He convened this meeting, and about 5:30 on Friday, the meeting started. We did not have the presence of Dr. Ekezie in that meeting until about a few minutes to 9. He came, and because of the story that he told us, it was the consensus of the meeting that we rescheduled the meeting for 8 a.m. in the morning. And so we departed that night and set to come back for the meeting with stakeholders on Saturday morning. All of us got there, myself, distinguished Senator John Onwaneno, former Governor Clement Debri, former head of service of our state chief, Wilfred Ina, senior special assistant to the president on prosecution, and other very privileged members of our party in Cross River State came to the meeting at 8 o'clock. We were in that meeting, unfortunately for us, very sadly too, the Minister for Niger Delta Affairs was not to be seen. The chairman of the State Congress Committee, Dr. Stanley Ekezie, was not to be seen. We became apprehensive after about 2 hours of waiting, and we got information that he was holed somewhere in Calabar. So the first port of call was the hotel of the purported chairman of the party in Cross River State, one Ntufam John. We happened on some gentlemen